Good morning. Today's lesson 6.6, linear inequalities. Linear inequalities are a way to show how numbers can relate to each other. And we talked about equations and some variables with variables and variations of those equations. In this example, we're doing inequalities. An inequality is something we can graph. And when we graph it, it's going to be on a number line. We're basically looking at the situation between those numbers. So here are the symbols that we're going to be using today. We have A is less than B, A is less than or equal to B, A is greater than B, and A is greater than or equal to B. So we can treat these inequality symbols almost like equal signs. We just have a couple special rules when we divide by or multiply by these inequalities. Here's the first one. Also, you're going to be doing some graphing with this. I will have a couple of straight edges available for you guys to use if you need them, but make sure your graphs are nice and clean and make sense. Otherwise, they'll be too hard to score. So when we graph the solution of x is less than or equal to -2, the equal sign, less than or equal to sign, means that we have to do a particular mark. And this one's pretty straightforward. We have x is less than or equal to -2. So we find in our number line -2, we're going to put a filled in circle on the -2. And then we see that x is less than or equal to. So less than means it's going to be to the left of -2. And so we're going to draw a arrow line to the left of -2. So that's how we graph x is less than or equal to -2. Graph solution set to 3x minus 2 is greater than 5. We can't just plug and play this. We actually have to solve this first. So when we solve this, we treat the greater than symbol like an equal sign. So first things first, we add 2 to both sides to get 3x is greater than 7. We divide both sides by 3 to get that x is greater than 7/3, which is approximately 2.3. So on our number line, we're going to put a dot at 2.3. That's positive 2.3. And it's going to be an open circle. That open circle means that we're just using a greater than symbol or less than symbol, not the equal to part. And we're going to draw our arrow. Since x is greater than 7/3, we're going to draw it to the right. Next example here, we have -4x is less than or equal to 16. Now, when we have to do multiplication division, something special happens when we're talking about negatives. In this example here, we have -4x is less than or equal to 16. We're going to divide both sides by -4 and flip the sign. So that is going to be the key to this piece. Flip the sign. When we divide by a negative, flip the sign. So we get x is greater than or equal to -4. And on our graph, since it's a equal to 1, greater than or equal to, we are going to put a filled in circle on -4 and a greater than or equal to, so we're going to go to the right. Next example, -3 is less than x, which is less than or equal to 2. -3 is less than x, which is less than or equal to 2. So this one's going to be, we're going to put a circle that's filled in by the 2, because that's what x is less than or equal to. And it's actually greater than -3, so we're going to put an open circle over -3. And then we're going to fill in the area between the line. So this is -3. It's less than x is less than -2. Less than equal to -2. Sorry about that. All right. Next, graph solution. -4 is less than x plus 3 over 2, which is less than or equal to 5. Our number line got a little bigger here because we're going to be working with slightly larger numbers. First things first, we need to multiply both ends by 2. We want to get this 2 out from underneath. So if we multiply basically everything by 2, we're going to get -8 is less than x plus 3, which is less than or equal to 10. Now we need to get rid of this 3. Well, we can do that by subtracting 3 from both ends. So -8 minus 3 gives us -11, and 10 minus 3 gives us 7. So -11 is less than x, which is less than or equal to 7. And then we plug them in. 7 is filled in, 11 is an open circle, and we connect the area between. So in summary, less than or equal have open circles. Less than or greater than have open circles. Less than or equal have closed circles. and we flip the sign when we multiply or divide a negative number. So make sure we're flipping the sign. All right, there's the homework. Read pages 294 to 299. Homework's on 299 to 300. Again, you're making graphs, so you need a straight edge. Do a good job with your graphing. We're doing numbers 8 through 44 even, plus the word problems 46, 50, and 52. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in class.